Hi there, I'm Linda Yip of the Admin Gap. One of the questions I get asked is, how do you produce some of the marketing materials that you make for your clients? And today I'm going to introduce you to my favorite new obsession, tell you why I like it, show you how easy it is, and maybe get you hooked too, because honestly, it's so much fun. Now, I am a commercial printer, and I have a lot of experience using commercial grade graphic design programs. I'm familiar with Adobe Illustrator, I've used Quark Express, but you know what? None of that stuff matters. This program I'm going to show you, which is called Canva, is so easy that you can take so much of what I know and Canva will have thought it through for you and fix problems you didn't even know were there. And that is awesome. So welcome to Canva. I'm going to start it up. Now Canva is canva.com, and you can trial it for free to see if you like it and see if it suits your needs. So here is the initial, and it's a blank. I'm going to take you through some basics. We're going to create a design, that's right here. And as I mentioned, we're going to make a social media post wishing my sister a happy birthday on Facebook. Now, this is how we're going to do that. Now, here under social media posts, Canva has a number of templates already ready to go. In other words, you don't even have to worry about what size. You just have to choose the right one. There's Twitter, general social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Canva will tell you, for example, that a Facebook post is 940 pixels by 788 pixels. So we're going to go with that. Already, one design element, in other words, how big is it going to be, is already taken care of for you, and that is awesome. The next part that is incredible is that people like me and Canvas designers have already done a whole bunch of design work. So you don't need to know the first thing about design. All you need to do is choose. So I'm going to choose a quick template that I feel would reflect my sister on her birthday. I'm going to put in a photo that I've taken, edit some text, and I'm done. You can see that if you were doing this, you could literally have this done in the time it takes you to drink a cup of coffee. So here are some templates right here. And I like this layout. It's pretty free and easy. So it's got a big photo, and as I said, I was going to upload a photo. It's got some text. I like the text. As I said, I'm going to say happy birthday to my sister. And so there's the template. So already we're almost there. Now on this side are a whole bunch of elements, but I will save those for a future post. Today we're going to look at uploads. Uploads is this one right here. Uploads is anything you want to upload in terms of photos or graphics or logos, and upload your own images is right here. It was Canada Day, and I took my camera to the park and I took a whole bunch of pictures. I want to say a few words about pictures. Number one, be aware of copyright, and please observe copyright rules. Credit where credit is due. If you take your own picture, absolutely, you can credit yourself. That's another way to get the word out. And when I'm designing work for clients, I pay for the image because there are very few things that really convey what you want to convey, in other words, a feeling, than a photo. So it should be the right photo. And if you're going to design marketing materials, if you're going to print something, if you're going to put any kind of effort in promoting yourself, then don't scrimp on the picture. Honestly, it's such an inexpensive part of the process, and so I pay for my pictures. Right now I'm using Shutterstock, but who knows, in the future I might use a different service. In this case, we're gonna go with the picture that I took. Now the Facebook graphic is pretty square, so I'm gonna use an image that I feel is fairly symmetrical and would fit in a square image. I have a lot of fireworks. I really like this one. I also really like the color of it. So here in the progress bar, Canva will show me how long it's taking. Try to use as high resolution a picture as you can. So once it's uploaded, you just have to click on it and Canva will put it on your screen. Now, right now, Canva has put the image on top of everything, so nothing behind the image can be seen. This is what's known as layering in art. And if you think of it as being like a stack, you want the picture to be in the back. And so we're going to go to the back where they have the original image. I'm just going to get rid of that by deleting it. And then I'm going to click on my photo, and up here under Arrange, I'm going to send it to the back. I want it to be behind the text. So now it's there, and I'm going to grab it by the corner to resize it symmetrically. You want to grab it by the corner to go symmetrically because this way you avoid distortion when you're changing your picture size. So right now I'm fooling around to see where I like the image to sit. And I think for this picture I want the fireworks to be sort of up and along the edge. And I'm going to move the text block over to fit with my image. Now obviously I don't want this text to be white because now you can't see it. So I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to go up here where we have design elements, and I'm going to choose a different color. I think gold will look really good because there's gold in this element and there's gold in the photo as well. And now what I'm doing is altering the text box so it fits within the picture. But before I go too much further, I'm going to change the words. I'm going to edit them to say what I want to say. So select all the text. And we're already almost there. I just feel that in this case, I could stand the text to be just a little bit smaller so it fits within the blue background and shows up nicely. There. So one final check that Canva will allow you to do is preview it. And this is a pretty neat feature. It's down here in the corner and it's this little screen. And it removes all the distractions on the screen so that you can see just the graphic. Yep, I'm pretty happy with it. To get out of the preview, you hit ESC for escape. We've uploaded a photo, we've edited some words, we've chosen a template. The only thing we need to do now is save it and name it and download it. So first let's call it something. There's my title. And Canva will automatically save for you, but I find that sometimes their servers get a little bit backed up and so your latest changes might not get saved. So before I download it, I always go to save first. And then the last thing that you need to do is download. Now, Canva, because we've chosen a social media graphic, will have already pre-chosen the right format for social media. in general, PNG and JPEG is for the web, for showing anything on a screen, and PDF or PDF print are for materials that will be printed. Now, the difference between PDF and PDF print is the print is the highest quality possible and is for end printing. Go with PNG, download. It will download a copy of the artwork that you have just done. And there it is. That's your new artwork. So now the only thing that you need to do is treat it just like a photo. So if you were on Facebook, right here, go to photo, and there's my artwork. So that's how you use Canva, and Canva's innate design elements, uploading features, and templates to quickly put a social media post together in the time that it takes you to drink a cup of coffee. This is Linda Yip of the Admin Gap. Thanks for watching.